as a newer or more casual viewer or player of Overwatch, Hanzo's ultimate Dragon Strike is seen as a big damage, big combo ability. And that's, well, because it is. It does 300 DPS, and that's why you often see it as comboed with Zarya's Graviton Surge. You get those huge team white combos. Um, it does the same healing damage as a trance does healing from Zenyatta, so it's 300 300. So they kind of cancel each other out. Even against armor, because of the way that armor maxes at 5 damage mitigation points per 10 damage tick, that still does 275 DP. With a Mercy's boost, it'll do 390 DPS, give or take, and with a nano boost, it'll do about 450 DPS. So whether you have those two damage boosts or enough external damage from, say, a Reinhardt hammer or a Zarya's alternate fire, for example, other DPS players, you can have enough damage through a Dragon Strike with a trance, with a Dragon Strike through a trance, to completely negate that trance and still wipe the enemy team. Um, so basically, yeah, it's a huge source of damage. Um, that's why all of these teams are running Hanzo with the Zarya right now, because it's this huge team white combo. So a good example of this is in Contenders Season 2 in Korea. This game between Element Mystic and GC Busan, I should say this series between them. There's a couple really good examples. Namely this one on point A of King's Row, is going to be done by Element Mystic, who are on defense actually. And so GC Busan Wave just pushed them off of point A, and they're about to take it. But we're going to see this big combo play out, and I'm going to play it for you right now. So let's just watch this. Here they are. They've all just backed off onto this point, even though they just won the last team fight. Element Mystic's running back, and they see a really good opportunity to push their aggression, and they're actually going to continue to hold here for quite a while on this point A. So even though it seems like, oh, well, they're about to cap the point, why are they going to do this? They actually end up doing a pretty good hold here for a long time on defense. So it's a really fun series to watch. I encourage everyone to check it out. It's a really good series. So let's just watch this. We've seen that both ultimates have been cast, and so Dako saw all these players clumped up. He's like, well, I'm just going to go for it. So here it is. Dragon Strike comes through the wall and just wipes them all. That's the traditional use of it. It's obvious, it's straightforward, it's flashy. It all makes sense. I mean, look at this kill feed. That's wild. But there's another use for Dragon Strike, and it's one that the reason why I address newer, more casual viewers is because that's kind of who this is for. But it's also for everyone, because Overwatch is a really fast-paced game, and it's really difficult to actually catch all the action live, even as a trained eye. Especially if you're tending to follow one player, or you kind of maybe just see the big picture of things instead of, seeing the little things that the mechanical things that these players are doing. Or maybe a lot of players or viewers are maybe just watching the kill feed. So later on in this series, two teams are on Volskaya, and so now we have a bit of the role reversal. GC Busan Wave is on the defense now, and it's on point A. Element Mystic's going for an attack. So what we're going to see, and I'm going to play it in just a second, but I'm going to set us up for it. So what we can see too is that Edison here on the Hanzo is at 64%. This is a really fast building ultimate, the Dragon Strike. So we're going to see him bump all the way up to 100 really quickly here. It's going to take him 3 or 4 shots. And then we're going to see the damage that happens. I'm going to play it out, then I'm going to talk about it. Here they go. They force themselves, Element Mystic forced themselves into this bunker. And then here comes the Dragon Strike. Boom. 3K from the Diva. There's nothing in the kill feed from the Dragon Strike. So what happened here? Let's roll it back just a little bit. Here's Element Mystic pushing in. Volskaya A is all about controlling sight lines and these health packs. So this bunker is a really good foothold because it's got the health pack in it. The garage has the mega, which is a little bit better. But as you can see here, GC Busan Wave is holding up here. And they've kind of got this tank buster right here in the Roadhog, and then their only real DPS is Edison. Here he is at 97%, gonna ding up to 100, immediately casts the Dragon Strike. So everyone in Element Mystic is right here on the point. They're kind of using this bunker for cover, and the Dragon Strike comes out and it comes through. And what we can see is it goes right through here. And then, namely, the Diva and the Reinhardt are over here, whereas the rest of the team is over here, and they're going to get flushed out this way. The last part of the equation is this Diva Bomb, which is going to land right about there. And that's what's going to do the damage. So, although this Dragon Strike appears to miss, it's really not. It's doing exactly what Edison wanted it to. And it flushed out the team. You've got the back line splitting from the front line. And then this Diva Bomb comes in and takes everyone out. So I'm going to play it one more time right now. You can kind of see how everyone flushed over here. And then, well, your tanks are still alive, but everyone else is dead. So the push is dead. And I want to point out one more thing. I'm going to rewind it again because this is actually a really important fact. It's going to be hard to catch. All right, so they only show this shot for a second. We can see Guard right here. He used the particle barrier. Because Zarya's got a really good defense against self-destruct. It's that particle barrier. Well, what are the other uses for getting rid of a self-destruct? Well, you have, if you're Zarya, you've got the particle barrier. If you're any other character, you've got to run behind environmental cover. Well, that is exactly what Edison took away from them. He flushed them out of that bunker, and there's no real other cover for them to go to from a Diva Bomb placed that well. So props to Ritz on that one as well. It wasn't like he did nothing. He did a fantastic job placing that. But Edison really set that up with the whiffed Dragon Strike that didn't do any damage or get any kills. Still super useful. Guard uses his self barrier to protect himself from that Dragon Strike. So then when he goes over here, he's got nothing to defend himself with. So that's another really important thing that Dragon Strike did. Because, you know, getting the two supports is good, but getting that Zarya is just icing on the cake. Completely shuts down the push. So that's kind of the takeaway here for me. I want people to know that, like, you're gonna see these whiff Dragon Strikes, and it's just kind of a setup. It's kind of a meme in a lot of esports, like a zoning ultimate. Oh yeah, he missed. It's a zoning ultimate. Sometimes that is going to be the case, unfortunately. But, you know, this kind of thing is like, I can see so many viewers, even decent Overwatch players, seeing this and be like, wow, that Dragon Strike, it missed everybody. But you have to, like, take into account what that's doing for this setup on this Diva Bomb. And that's just kind of the thing. Paying attention to stuff like this is going to make you a more savvy viewer, and it makes watching the game more fun. And admittedly, Overwatch is very difficult to watch. It's very fast-paced. That's what we love about it. It's so fun. So many plays going on all the time. Sometimes it's frustrating that we can't see more perspectives at once, but the observers do a pretty good job. And if you train your eye to watch for these kinds of things, it makes it that much more exciting. So that's really what I want people to take away from this. Sometimes these are a lot less impressive. They're a lot less flashy. They're still really good. And it's really ult efficient because it only took 2 ults. It's not bad. And Repel ends up using his Coalescence here. So that's another huge ult that they don't have for next push. So going into this push, Element Mystic actually was coming up on some bigger ultimates, and GC Busan only had the few. They did end up using their Valkyrie, but that's okay. They won the push, they buy a ton of time with that, and it's exactly how they want it to be. So sometimes these zoning ults can be pretty good, especially when I was talking about canceling out a trance earlier. If you can accomplish that, and then say you're running, I don't know, just like a Genji, just to say. So if you cancel out the Transcendence with your Dragon Strike, then you've got your Dragon Blade open for either later that fight if the fight goes on long, or the next fight is generally a lot of the goal is to get ultimates out of the supports like that because they're so strong. But anyways, that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I really encourage everyone to watch that series between GC Busan Wave and Element Mystic. It's fantastic. It's really high level Overwatch. So even if you're sad because Owl's over, there's a lot of good Overwatch out there still. The contenders teams are a lot better than I think a lot of people give them credit for, especially in Korea. Hashtag no bias. But leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Give me some feedback. Like it if you want. Dislike it if you don't want. That's all. Thanks. See you next time.